tripping. I go to the hole with a rock like Pippin. Yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though, and welcome to the Woodward Ringside live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, joined by Spencer Raxter.
Don't worry, Michigan sports fans. The Red Wings fucking got us.
Yeah.
Cam Talbot.
All throughout the weekend, really.
There was one man who was strong enough, one man who stepped up and delivered this city 2 wins, and that was Cam Talbot.
Shawty had them apple bottom jeans.
Yeah, how about the apple tongue? You know, no love for a game winner, huh? Shout out to you guys tapping in. I'm Eazy, joined by Spencer Raxter. I'm Chris, Nicholas Koloff. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream.
KJ.
Also, shout out to BlackRock coming through with a fuck ton of food.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck
So
ton
much
of amazing food. Steak.
I'm so full.
That chicken, what do they call it? Bang Bang chicken?
Brian Branch suspended
Fire.
1 game, says DNC ENT.
Officially?
He said
Yeah.
rat bomb from Ian Rappaport.
Yep. Adam Shep, the Detroit Lions defensive back, Brian Branch, has been suspended without pay for 1 game for unsportsmanlike conduct. For everybody who attacked me, a lot of you fucking... Let me calm down. A lot of you dumb fuckers that attacked me on Twitter when I said, oh, he's probably gone for 1 game. Yeah, that's what the fuck happens. You can't do that. Especially if you do something like that on national television.
To the
Chiefs. They are 1,000,000% going to make an example out of you.
Yeah.
If you think otherwise, let's just use this as maybe like your learning situation here. I don't want to call you stupid yet, but the fact you thought anything else, you weren't thinking smart. I'll tell you that much. It was clear as day that was going to happen. If Jalen Carter spit on somebody and they suspended him for that, the ejection counted as a suspension, then you punching a guy, or face palming a guy, and
then
on national
dragging
television,
him down by his helmet while
that was awesome.
a group of teammates tries to pull you off of him.
Now, that part's kind of awesome, though. Like, had he just charged you and did that, you probably would have been fine. But you started it. You instigated it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a stupid, childish decision by Brian Branch that cost this team one of their best players going up against the best team in the NFC. So, like, I hope it's worth it, Brian Branch. Like, you're going to cost this team one of its best players and biggest playmakers, and you got a guy who's probably the front runner for MVP coming into town now. So awesome. Like, you got Juju. Yeah, he chipped you in the back, but you got him back. But now this team's going to be without you for an important game when you talk about the pantheon of the NFC. So awesome, dude. Congrats. Glad you got your lick back,
the
dude.
thing where it's like it is, and I'm a Brian Branch stan.
So am I.
I am. I'm stan. I mean, there's not much more to say than that. I love Brian Branch. One of my favorite football players in his team. My son's got his jersey. But, like, if you do that in the field of play during the game, you maybe could have got away with a fine and a 15-yard penalty. But you waited after the fact. And that's what made it worse, too.
Premeditated.
Like, premeditated. I guess you can't do stuff like that.
No.
We got some video of him after the game. He seemed pretty worked up about it. Like, he almost didn't even know how to, like, deal with the questions at the time, went to attack it right away. But you were wrong, man. I love you. You fucked up. I'm sure he knows that now.
Yeah.
In the heat of a moment, obviously he didn't because he went and did that. But go ahead and play the long clip of Brian Branch talking about that entire situation, if you will.
Yep. Brian, what happened at the end of the game, man?
I did a little childish thing, but I'm tired of people doing stuff in between the play and refs don't catch it. Like, they be trying to bully me out there, and I don't think I should have never did it, but it was childish. I got blocked in the back illegally, and it was in front of the ref. The ref didn't do anything, and just stuff like that. And I could have got hurt off of that, but I still shouldn't have done that. So.
Flare up the little. I ain't finna.
He knows,
It
man.
was childish.
He knows he crashed out. And he is a notorious crash out. And, like, I love Brian Branch. I love the way he plays. I don't want him to change anything about his game. That's why I'm looking at his teammates on this one.
What?
I'm looking at his team. You know he's a crash out. Don't let him walk up to Juju Smith-Schuster like that one-on-one.
Nah, bro, that's not Brian Branch.
I mean, it is on Brian Branch,
Yeah.
but he's shown us that he can't control himself in these situations. He's going to crash out. This is, what, the 4th time that it's happened now when it comes to flipping off crowds or throwing helmets or doing whatever it does?
Yeah,
his
definitely
teammates got to make sure, hey, Brian Branch, BB, we love him. And we love the way he plays, but he's a notorious crash out, man. He's got to go out there. Someone's got to make sure that he's not walking down Juju Smith-Schuster by himself at the end of the game. He's obviously not capable of stopping himself from doing it. And
you gotta hurt him too.
You need somebody to step up and make sure that he doesn't do this again, because he's so valuable to this team, so important for this defense to have out there. They can't afford to lose him for games, especially going up against a team like the Bucs. So it sucks. I know that he knows he's stupid for doing it, and he's got to try to be better. But you need someone to make sure that he doesn't do that.
Definitely disappointing to Brian Branch. However, we're blessed with a few memes, because nobody in the sport that watches the sport is a fan of Juju Smith-Schuster.
No, Juju's definitely he's a little bitch. Like, he throws cheap shots.
Show the video of him getting tossed on the ground. Not the video. I'm sorry, not the video. Don't play a video if we have it. We get kicked off YouTube. With the picture.
Yeah,
but like you said, Juju's cheap shots.
It's what he
TikTok
does.
dancing.
Yeah, he's.
We were blessed with this from them.
Even all his teammates are like, like, it took him a while for those guys to stop Brian Branch from throwing him around, except for.
Remember, he's in the
Pacheco.
Steelers, and they didn't like him either. His own teammates of the Steelers didn't like him. But it's, again, you don't do that, though. You don't do that for your team. I think, like, listening to him talk, like, it reminded me of, I was a badass kid growing up, straight up. Getting suspended all the time, fighting in school, fighting on the buses, and, like, it's just when you let, like, that one teacher that, like, didn't see you as that bad kid, was always nice to you, and you let them down. That's why I felt like he would. Like, he let Dan Campbell down.
Yeah.
I think that's why he was, like, conflicted right there. Like, he's about to spark up. I made a mistake.
He didn't just let Dan Campbell down. He let his entire team down. Mm-hmm. He did a selfish act, and he let his entire team down, and that's something that he's going to have to deal with. And so, like I said, man, I love Brian Branch. I'm disappointed in him, because you got to be smarter than that. You need to know how important you are for this defense. And, yeah, nobody likes to get cheap-shotted. And, yes, Juju Smith-Schuster blocked him in the back illegally, and it wasn't called. And it was a dangerous play where Brian could have got hurt. But that doesn't mean you go up to a guy and punch him in the face. Like, you got to be smarter than that, man. And now we're not going to have you against the best team in the NFC coming into town.
I saw one of them. Relax. We're the best team in the NFC. Okay?
Yeah, there we go.
Calm down with all that.
Pump the brakes.
Yeah, pump the brakes. But I think that he's like, yeah, okay, he has to deal with that, but also the team has to do it. That's why it's even more bullshit. I don't know. Go ahead, Nick. You're just coming in.
Feel me. Tinfoil hat theory. This is big in the long run. We just saw us go into Kansas City. Obviously, no penalties accepted on the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah. First time since 2024, the start of it. That was the first time. Shout out Al Kirsten. Always got the numbers on Twitter. Big time. Tinfoil hat theory. They build up these two rivalries going all the way to the bowl, baby. All the way. This big old narrative. Brian Brett, gave it to Juju, which he deserved, by the way.
He did.
That was the nastiest, dirty block in the back I've ever seen in my life. Straight pussy. Sorry. All right.
No,
Real.
It was a cheap shot.
I was getting carried away, but
no,
it was. It was a big old cheap shot. So yeah, Brian Branch gave him the little combo right there, but and then pulled him on the ground like the little baby bag bitch that Juju Smith is.
Yeah.
And yeah. Did he deserve it? Yes. Can you do that in that situation? No. But I think it will absolutely build the narrative of the Chiefs and the Lions in the rivalry going all the way into the Super Bowl. And I wholeheartedly believe that, because as you saw last night, the Chiefs were never going to drop to 2-4, starting with the first drive of the game. Them getting absolutely pounded, annihilated, embarrassed.
Yeah.
The Lions were doing whatever they wanted with them, and then they clowned on them with a wide receiver as the quarterback catching a touchdown and them calling it back.
Yeah.
It's because they absolutely clowned the Chiefs at home in an 8-minute drive to start that game. That's why that happened.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that situation, too. That was...
I mean...
It's tinfoil hat theory, but that's my theory, damn it.
I mean, I hope you're right.
I mean, it's definitely a fact that Chiefs games in Arrowhead are officiated differently than any game anywhere else in the National Football League. Like, that is a provable fact. And it sucks, but that's what you got to do. And you got to overcome it when you go in there. That's why not a lot of people win when they're there. And unfortunately, the Lions couldn't. Now it's just back to work. You got one of the best teams in the NFC coming into your town, and you're going to be down one of your biggest playmakers on defense. Because you can't even appeal that.
No, you can't appeal that at all.
You could appeal like, oh, but look, this is what Juju Smith-Schuster did. That
Okay,
doesn't mean
they would punish him, and Brian Branch still gives his
it doesn't
sentence.
mean you just go up to him.
The only thing is, if it's truly a situation where like there wasn't calls and it came to a situation where the players had to like officiate it itself, or like at least what's the word I'm looking for? They do it in hockey all the time. Like, okay, we'll take care of it.
Retaliate.
Retaliate. Yeah, whatever it is. Like, then Dan Campbell must be forward about that with the league, whether it's behind closed doors or not. Like, you guys say, like, hey, this shit's gonna fucking like happen.
It's gonna keep happening.
Yeah, it's gonna boil over.
Yeah,
it's gonna boil over. You can't just have a fucking game like that. And by the way, I'm not even gonna sit here and tell you guys the Detroit Lions lost the game because of referees. No. I'm not gonna play that game.
They did not.
They did not. They lost the game because of themselves. It didn't help for sure. Like, you're definitely not gonna beat that team when there's 0 penalties called on them. I'll tell you that much for goddamn sure. And you're committing penalties yourself. But yeah, I can't blame the referees. But you definitely gotta. The NFL needs to figure out something, man. I don't know what the answer is, and I hate always saying you gotta fix this, and I don't have a fucking solution. But it is getting kind of gross.
They need to get an independent group of referees to officiate games at Arrowhead.
Yeah,
like you need guys that don't have anything in common with the NFL, have no ties to the NFL, that are an independent group of referees that officiate games at
It's
Arrowhead.
just weird shit, man. Because the thing with trick plays, it happened 2 years ago against the Cowboys, or another one of those teams.
They tell the refs about it first.
Yeah, you have to. You tell the referees. That's why Dan Campbell was so pissed. You tell the referees, hey, we're on this play. We just want to know, make sure
what's going to happen.
Yeah, make sure
it's
we're good
look
right here.
Weird, but
there's not going to be any flags here. Okay, we're going to go. Okay, cool. That's why they're so pissed in Dallas. Fast forward to yesterday, same situation. That's why you saw Jared Goff, of all people, by the way, who's not. He gets the tempered flare a little bit, but you never seen him in a referee's face. Mm-hmm. He was in the referee's face, talking like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? What happened?"
Letting the referee get away from him.
And then even after the game, had some shit to say too. Like, that's weird. That's not the play. We understood it. And by the way, too, when you in training camp and practice, like, you have officials there to confirm these things for those very reasons. And again, is a 1 touchdown in a 13-point game. It really wasn't gonna do. I mean, maybe it changed the way that game was played moving forward, but you can't really blame them. I can't blame the referees for that one.
No.
However, that was fishy. And we'll talk about the referees and more. Chris, get it off your chest, and let's go to break afterward.
Yeah, I just feel like everything you guys said is very well said. So the only thing I'll add to it, because yes, Brian Branch does have to be better, just quickly touching on that. But what you guys brought up, much like how this team, this Kansas City team coming into it, I was skeptical of this game. Why? Because they lost that Jags game, and I thought they were going to be a team that would find a way, because of the caliber of team they are, to win the next game, no matter if they are the inferior team on paper. And that's what they did. And the Lions, guess what? The Lions got a very tough matchup next week. But because of this loss to Kansas City, I feel great about the next game. I feel great about the way that Dan Campbell and these boys respond. So right now, you weren't going to go 15-2.
Oh,
this is a loss. This is a tough loss, but this team is going to bounce back. They always have bounced back. Show me a time they didn't bounce back. I'm not tripping.
Hell yeah!
I like that angle a lot, Chris. And while I'm on my conspiracy theories, let's just start with this one that was put in our group chat last night. It was on
They stole it from us.
They stole it from this customer who had a $5,000 bet on Goff at plus 9,000 to score the first touchdown. Would have paid out $450,000 last night.
I did see
for
that.
that was in our Woodward Sports chat that was put out there. $450,000 that didn't have to get paid out last night because Jared Goff's touchdown got called back. Shout out the Chiefs in Arrowhead, not dropping to 2-4 because Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, and everything that they built up the Chiefs to be, they can't see a downfall. And shout out $450,000 that Vegas gets to keep.
It's like
it was everything all at once.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes there's like too many coincidences until shit doesn't smell right. Is how everybody feels about the Chiefs? Is that how people feel about the Patriots? Because I'm a Patriots fan and I love the Patriots dynasty, but I feel like it wasn't as bad.
I feel like it's worse with the Chiefs.
I feel like it's worse with the Chiefs.
It's hands down worse with the Chiefs. The Patriots had like
Tuck rule.
The Tuck rule, and then that remember when who's the kid? Spygate? That's on them though.
Yeah.
Talking about the officials like letting shit slide. The Tuck rule, and there was the one with the tight end from Pittsburgh. Remember they said he was down, he reached over the goal line or something like that.
Yeah, Jesse James or
Jesse
whatever.
James, yes, yeah.
I don't remember that.
Chiefs, it's like every week.
It's every week.
Every week there's some weird shit.
I feel like
To be honest, I don't think he
Patrick
got as bad
Mahomes
as...
is way more of a bitch than Tom Brady is. So that doesn't help.
Is he?
I feel like it.
Yeah, I think he is.
Like Brady would, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I love Tom Brady, but I feel
I think it's.
And we have more
that's
access
like
to
the
these
era.
guys nowadays, too.
I think that's more the era now. Like superstars just argue calls now a lot more.
The one that I would say last night that pissed me off the most, outside of the touchdown, that was really weird. I guess by the rule, he's supposed to sit there for a second, but he also was never technically under center. He just went up and slapped his ass.
Yeah,
Whatever. But the other, the PI on Travis Kelce, that was one I was like,
that was such horseshit, dude. It was
That
20
was
yards
crazy.
over his head.
like that's one where like I miss a parlay on some shit like that. I'd find you outside the stadium in your life.
I'll tell you what.
I mean, that's fucking nuts. That's just. I mean, that's just that fucking disgusting. To be honest with you, like someone break their fucking legs or something, dude. If you're if you're that sick of it, do something about it. Don't do it. I'm sorry.
That's what Brian Branch
I'm a
did.
crash
Now
out.
he's suspended.
I'm a Brian Branch. So listen.
Yeah, you are Brian Branch.
Also, hey, Branch, he was injured going into this game. Gets a week.
Yeah, that's true.
Not
That's
ideal,
true.
but you get a week off.
There is
Rest up, Branch.
there is
We
a
need
tweet.
you in the long run.
I believe Poole just sent this one to me. It's from Adam Schefter. Under the CBA, Brian Branch may appeal the suspension. Any appeal will be heard by and decided upon by either Derek Brooks, Ramon Foster, or Jordy Nelson. Oh, we're not getting that one. The hearing officers jointly appointed and compensated by the NFL and FLPA to decide appeals of on-field player discipline.
Green Bay Packers wide receiver. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to side
Isn't-
with the Lions defensive back.
Yeah,
Is it
especially when I
Derek
flicked
Brooks
off the Green Bay
Chiefs?
crowd in Green Bay. Yeah.
And through Tucker
no.
Kraft's helmet. And
Yeah.
Never mind.
Brian Branch just can't play the Packers. He hates them too
cooked.
much. I love Brian Branch, but dude, you can't be stupid.
That's a great point, though, about his ankle, Nick. Now he
yeah,
gets
you get a
healed that
week.
for 2 weeks.
Also, Ibuka injured.
Yeah.
I think Godwin.
Yeah.
is
Bucky
gonna
Irvin
be
as
back.
well.
Ibuka.
And Godwin and Irvin are automatically out, and Ibuka out.
Terry back would be big.
For sure.
We might not even need him, to be honest with you. Our corners didn't do bad yesterday. It was the guys we hyped up all week last
Rock
week.
Ya-Sin.
Oh my.
Amik
Oh,
Robert-
he got
Amik
Those
it.
are
Robertson?
linebackers are getting carved up.
Amik Robertson was getting cooked too.
Kareem Hunt.
No, dude, those are linebackers.
Yeah, Amik was getting
It was
cooked
like 15 to 17 anytime our linebackers were fucking targeted.
too. Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
it was not
Kareem
great.
Hunt cracked Rock Ya-Sin.
Oh, that.
Oh god,
Yeah,
that
that
was
happened
so
too.
bad.
I'm glad that wasn't like a starter.
Dude, I'm glad that I didn't get to see that. I had to see that on social media. I'm surprised.
He got
because
Kareem
I'm gonna
Hunt
get it
partying
right
Taylor
up in
Swift
you.
afterward. Did you see that?
yeah.
That.
Say it with your chest.
Man, he's come far. He's
Who'd
come
have
a long
thought?
way.
Long way from the whole town
Lucas's
Cleveland.
Either or was crazy.
Also, shout out Easy's boy. Maybe the big reason why you're in the suit right now. Kendall Vildor showing
Yeah.
out for the Buccaneers.
Shout out
Looked
my
like
guy.
we
Yeah.
definitely could have used him last night.
Shout
I
out
give
my
him a
guy.
lot
in
of
the suit,
shit.
pal.
We could have used him.
the one that got away.
You know, we might have been. I might have been DMing my guy on Twitter and talking to him about. Saying,
True.
Congrats on the interception. Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Time to.
I still say he's overhated by Detroit fans.
Oh, for sure. I've always said that.
I think he did well for what we asked him to do.
I'm still on that
I agree.
train, ABV. I'm still
I
on
agree.
that train.
I think the issue with this town, and maybe it's every fan base, they're just not able to give credit to the team. It's always like, that guy fucked up. That guy sucks at his fucking job. Well, no, that guy is actually an all-pro at his job. So like,
Yeah, it makes things.
he's
better.
gonna make plays sometimes. It's gonna happen. All right, let's go to break. Come back. Damn, we are way over. Mm-hmm. How did we? The last time I looked, it was like 5'11". All right,
Flies. We're crashing out.
tell us about Vin Johnson.
If you do crash out, you guys know who to call to help you out. Corporations, the government, even your insurance company will do whatever it takes to minimize their liability and withhold your compensation. So when something goes wrong, make Ven Johnson your first call and get a fighter in your corner. Contact Ven today at venfights.com.
Art and Jake's, ladies and gentlemen, I've been there. Probably my favorite place to catch an event these days, Art and Jake's. They got 80 TVs, wall-to-wall, 22 draft beers, 90 menu items, and more. If you don't want to go there watch the game, you can catch them online. You want to try that food in itself, order online at artandjakes.com. Find one near you. It's Art and Jake's.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards!
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Jars Cannabis, ladies and gentlemen, they have the largest market share of dispensaries in the state of Michigan. You want to know why? They got the top shelf quality, unmatched variety, priced for you, the people. It's Jars Cannabis. Find one near you by visiting shopjars.com. What up, though? Welcome back to Whatever Waits Live, WordSports.com. You must be more action.
Shout out
Chris,
Black
Nicholas
Rock.
Called off. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. Shout out to Black Rock for coming through, dropping off that bang chicken, the steak, the mac and cheese, the apple
The
cluster.
shrimp, dude, the apple crumble thing. Oh, it's like apple pie with the crumble top. Oh my God, so good. Everything was so good.
Nicholas Duncan says, Goodell going to get cooked now. People are already after CEOs. He's probably on that list. That's crazy. That is crazy. I'll tell you this. Allegedly, apparently, the referees are separate from the NFL. Like, they're their own. Remember had that the union strike? Now they're their own like entity. They're hired like a third party by the NFL.
Yeah.
So maybe leave Roger out of this one. But whoever the head official was, I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've kind of always thought that way in my life growing up.
Blue Kool-Aid 313 says Brian Branch equals Sue 2.0.
All pro, best at his position. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, somebody and I again. A lot of people give me backlash when because I played the end zone view of the block behind the back, and like it does look like a blindside block, whatever. But again, retaliate in game.
Yeah,
it's probably a penalty and a fine. Mm-hmm. You do it after the fact. I mean, it's just a bad look.
It's asking to get suspended.
It happened actually week 1 with the Tart from the Chargers. Remember, he slapped Travis Kelce.
Yep.
He didn't get suspended. He got fined.
Yeah, because he did it in game.
Do it in game. And some people are asking, why are you saying in game? What's the difference? That's the difference. In game, you could have the excuse of like, oh, in the heat of the moment. After game, it's a premeditated attack, which it literally is.
It was.
Thank God Brian Branch came on top in terms of the fight, though. Like, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? At least he walked away with some.
It always looks worse too when it's coming off after a loss. That's part of the nature too of it, right? Is that it's a loss, and so it looks like sore
you look
loser
salty,
shit.
you look like sore loser shit for sure. And
yeah.
I mean, that's definitely a part of it.
It is.
If they won the game, he wouldn't have been crashing out that bad.
Exactly.
But I don't know when it comes to Brian Branch.
Yeah, it's still. You just can't do it. You got to move on. And now the Lions will have to move on to next week without Brian Branch because he has been suspended for a game. And he can appeal it, but there's nothing to appeal. He's suspended for a week. He totally did that shit.
Well, wait. Hold on. Because I remember when we were talking about the JMO appeal, isn't there a strategy where if he appeals it, then he's playing the game, and then you get suspended for the Vikings game? And the
Vikings matters more.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's divisional, but I mean, the Bucks. I know they're hurt right now, but they're clearly.
I think we play the Commanders out of the bye. I could be wrong.
No, we play the Vikings. Sorry, November 2nd.
Okay.
November 2nd is the Vikings, which would be after. Yeah.
Always appeal, says Blue. Yeah, they're gonna appeal, but
I don't think they're gonna appeal.
It's not gonna get withheld. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't appeal because how Dan Campbell was talking about it.
Yeah,
and they were all extremely disappointed in Brian Branch.
He can get a suspension from Dan Campbell himself, even if he did appeal it.
Yeah,
the team give him a suspension. But again, like to Nick's point, though, or I'm sorry, to Chris's point, the fact you have a divisional game after the fact, and you're already kind of banged up, mixed with Nick's point, actually. Go get healthy, come back. Let's win this game in the division.
Shamrock 137 says, "Don't throw stones in a glass house. We don't know what was on the set or said on the field to provoke Branch."
Doesn't fucking matter.
We know exactly what happened to provoke Brian Branch.
He said it.
It was the hit from Juju Smith-Schuster on the blind side. We know what happened. We saw it happen.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean you can go up to somebody and do that. You can't do that.
No.
There's no defending that, man.
And
he let his team down.
Had
he
the
let
legal
let
right
his
to
teammates
abuse
down.
him in game.
Yeah.
That's what the game is.
In the game, you can hit
you
him.
You are allowed to hit him.
Yeah.
There's nothing. There's no excuse.
It sucks. He's a crash out. And that's how he plays the game. He plays a very emotional and a very up pace and balls to the wall style game, and we all love it. We all love him for it, but this shit's got to stop.
Martin Anderson has the most concerning part that I'm let myself think about. I'm not going to allow myself to believe it, but he says BB might cost himself a second contract with another incident like this. Could you guys see that being a situation with how much money he's going to demand?
No.
We're talking 20 plus a year.
I don't think so. I think this team, they love him. Like Dan Campbell said, he loves him so much, and they're about to they're going to sign him. I don't think this is something that they're going to let get in the way of that. They love the way he plays. They love the emotion that he plays with. He just can't crash out like that. Lunchbox says, but Spenny, it's okay to spit on someone and get no suspension.
He got
was suspended for that game.
That's why
he didn't play in that
kicked
game.
Out of the game. That counted as a suspension.
Like, come on,
it was
guys.
time served.
He didn't play an entire game.
I don't think this has anything to do with Brian Branch earning a second contract. Everybody knows that Jamison Williams got a second contract here. Brian Branch did this on the field, retaliating, but everything that he does on the field is aggressive. He plays with his heart. He plays, obviously so fast, shooting out of a missile, shooting out of a cannon like a missile. And, Jamison Williams had so many, off the field things, injuries and other concerns that getting suspended, gambling, everything else with you-know-what. They gave him a second contract. You think Brian Branch, because he jawed one guy and threw a helmet, is going to get out of this? I think they actually love what Brian Branch does and, continues to do. Obviously, he needs to contain the after the game stuff, but I genuinely believe Dan Campbell would have a discussion with Branch I love that intensity. Keep it on the field, though. But in front of the media, he is going to say 100% what he said last night.
Yeah.
I believe in a separate corner with Brian Branch, he is going to continue the message, be the aggressor, be that heat-seeking missile. You have to put fear into everybody on the offense. Continue to do that. I believe that's his message into a room that you're never going to see in. But in front of the media, Dan has to be that good vibes, good leader. We're the good guy here. Brian knows he has to be better. It's football. Juju hit him in the back. He got him back. Yeah, it was after the game. All the cameras are in front of you. I honestly don't hate it.
The only thing I'd say is different is with J-Mo, it's more negligence. I didn't know I had to have a gun license. Stupid, yes, but negligent. Oh, I didn't know I could gamble on team premises. Stupid, but negligent. Where Branch is you can't hit somebody in the fucking face after the whistle. You can't take someone's helmet and throw it. That's not negligence. That's just crashing out. That is the only difference. But you are absolutely correct. They love this guy. I love this guy. I hope that contract comes. But I did wonder that. I
don't think they'll use that as a factor at all. They love him too much. But a factor is that we got to catch up. So we got to go to break.
Let's do the super chat real quick.
All right.
Michigan 112. The whole state of Michigan suffered this weekend.
Except for the Red Wings.
Shawty at a apple bottom.
All right, let's go to break. Come back. Keep talking Lions. First, tell us about Massage Chair House.
Massage Chair House. BB, baby. Brian Branch. Brother, head over to the Massage Chair House, man. They'll hook you up, get you relaxed, get you recovered. Just calm down, brother. Get you on the massage chairs. It'll get you right. Just calm down, man. Before the game, get up in it. Scan the QR code or visit the website. Go see my guy in person at the corner of Woodward and Long Lake Road. My guy, Dr. Eric Duncan. BB, you're not sure which chair you want? He's a Massage Chair Review channel, the largest one on the interwebs. Go scan the QR code or visit massagechairhouse.com. Nick, tell them.
About the Wicked Pickle. Hey, Wicked Pickle, you guys know what it is. It's Wicked Pickle. It's the ultimate pickleball experience. Check out Wicked Pickle, Metro Detroit's hottest indoor pickleball spot with 10 climate-controlled courts, daily open play for all levels, and a chill lounge with TVs, ping pong, and cold drinks. It's always game on, rain or shine. Throwing a party or a team event, they host groups from 10 to 200. Don't miss the APA Michigan Gold Cup, November 22nd through 23rd. Sign up at pickleballtournaments.com and mark your calendars for Woodward Sports Pickleball Party, January 9th. Details coming soon.
The boys of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. This ball is gone. Boys are back in town. Feel the roar with Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. Shout out to my guy Goran. He'll get you in the car of your dreams that fits your budget. Tons of different deals for you to choose from. Go to letsstanford.com. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. Hey, congratulations to our guy Brady and his lovely fiance Cece. Now he proposed to her and she said yes.
Shout out
to Brady. Legend.
Trick someone into saying yeah. Shout out to Brady. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Welcome to World Heavyweights Live, WoodSports.com. I'm Easy, joined by Spinmore Raxter, Chris, Nicholas Koloff.
Let's go.
Smashes that like button. We're kind of good with the referee situation then, right? We got to talk about that one. You guys want to talk about it?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it anymore.
I'm not going to. I can't.
I got one thing on it. You mentioned it earlier on the Travis Kelce,
That one was gross.
It was so gross, and then he's literally, complaining to the ref, literally like this. All the
ref's
pictures
like, all right,
come out
fuck
after. It's such a
The ref's
late
like, yes,
flag.
daddy.
Just yikes it up. I literally had a tweet blow up. I got 85 fucking Kansas City fans. Oh, what the? It was a hold. You didn't complain to the ref. I literally show the replay of him complaining to the ref and then getting the call. Literally, Kansas City fans are the worst. It's honestly terrible. It's like, yeah, you have a good team. You don't need the help, to be pretty solid, but you do get the help. You have to acknowledge that you do. It's like a supermodel saying oh yeah, I'm so ugly, or I don't even know what I'm trying to say right there. But yeah, it's terrible. I hate the Chiefs, honestly, more than any other team right now in the world.
Yeah.
And that includes the Packers.
It's like a supermarket and a fake ass.
Yeah.
You're beautiful before.
You don't need all that, girl.
You don't need all that, girl.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just kind of bullshit. I guess, and again, too, my thing with the referees last night wasn't in that game last night. It was perfect example, the tush push. How many times this season has it been, reviewed by media, and it's oh, they're offsides?
Yeah.
Multiple. I'm saying at least 5 times.
Yeah,
It just keeps happening.
Keep it all there.
But the Lions score. Let's fucking zero in on this one here. What the fuck?
That is true.
The 4 fucking tush pushes in a row last week.
Yeah. It's a hard play to officiate. What does that mean? What? Dying Smiles with the super chat in there. He says, it only turned into a suspension because it caused a big fight. If he just hit him and it got broken up, it would have been just a fine, in-game or out. That's probably true. I agree with that.
I disagree.
Dante 150. You think if you just went up to him and hit him, and then
Yeah, he would have
he
suspended.
still would have got suspended?
Yeah,
I don't think
post-game.
so.
If it happened in game, would have been good. But because it wasn't a brawl, who else fought? It's people trying. There was guys trying to break it up.
Yeah, they fought again though, and he ripped him down by his helmet.
Yeah, they fought. But I'm saying everybody else trying to break it
so
up.
if it was just the one hit and Juju fell down,
What the fuck you think's gonna happen if there's a hit somebody in the face?
Dante 151 says, I love how Tom McClellan got after the players after the first game loss, and now the Wings are on a 2-game winning streak. Also, Cam Talbot is a dog.
Don't speak too soon.
Shout out to Cam Talbot, absolutely. Well, I mean, they're on a 2-game winning streak for sure. They won the past 2 games.
Yeah.
And shout out to Mason Appleton, Spartan dog, getting the game-winning goal with like 40 seconds left tonight. Lucas Raymond left with an upper body injury.
Yeah.
You hate
Did
to
not
see that.
return.
But it didn't look too bad. Maybe just something with his shoulder. Dumbo Jumbo in the Woodward Sports chat says NFL needs an embellishment penalty.
What is that?
They don't need it like somebody flops.
Yeah.
I'm down
It's like
for
an
that.
anti-flopping.
I'm down. I feel like we get screwed
I think
by it
that's
more.
just more reason why we'd get fucked. I don't want
Oh,
any
true.
more
Yeah.
reasons.
Well, I mean,
Because like, what did we embellish? Like the
what
the,
was- yeah, what
the
was
hit on
embellished?
the hit on Patrick Mahomes was extremely late by Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah,
and
that's a
unacceptable
penalty.
for him to do. You
can't
can't
do
do
that.
that. That was a big play. Amon-Ra St. Brown dropping the ball on 4th down. I'm not gonna like harp on him because the guy never drops the ball. But unfortunately, that was an extremely big play in the game. And then the Jared Goff callback touchdown. I think if those 3 plays go your way, you probably win the game.
Well, I don't know the context of like what was embellished last night. Nothing other than
I
when
think
Juju.
Travis Kelce maybe and Juju flopped for sure.
But you still hit him in the face.
Yeah,
you
and
know what I'm
it was
saying?
after. It's not like you could throw a penalty.
I
after
love that
the
he got his
game.
ass beat with one hand after that.
Yeah.
By the way, I mean that's still. He just took one fucking.
Burn in the super chat. He says, "No wonder Brad didn't want to give Z guaranteed money." Also, RIP Phillies edge rush. I listened to their stations. Z had half their edge sacks.
He was their leading rusher in pressures and sacks. However, what's his name did get hurt though?
Yeah, Nolan Smith.
Nolan Smith got hurt.
Nolan Smith's hurt.
My thing too is like we all know right now the situation in Philly is not the greatest.
Crazy.
It's a toxic fan base. It's a toxic locker room. I personally don't believe that Zadarius Smith would have retired week 5 had he been a Detroit Lion. There's just not that situation going on. If you're there, shit's not. He can probably foresee the future. Okay, this is actually they're not going to win a Super Bowl again this year. Let me get the fuck out of here. I don't really care to be here right now. He wanted to be in Detroit. I mean that's the difference. But I mean, who we can never.
Yeah, he got what?
We'll never know.
I think $3 million or something like that was his base salary this year.
You get that still if you just leave week 5?
Probably not.
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, shout out to Zadarius Smith retiring. That one was kind of crazy. AQM at the last minute sack last night too.
Yep.
After not
Cash my parlay. Needed that.
Really? You
Yeah.
got an AQM
Yeah, Jeff
sack?
too.
AQM and Hutch to both record a sack.
Thank God JMO showed out, or I would have lost a lot of cash.
I lost a lot of cash on the over.
Yeah.
Really?
I took Lions
was-
money line. I put some money on it. Nothing too crazy though, so I'm not that mad.
I literally did not.
I made money last night. So.
Yeah, same. Not the Monty anytime. Not that Monty anytime
No,
super nuke.
no,
yeah.
not that.
yeah,
Not that.
Thank God we've nuked that on the Cincy
Yeah,
game.
I put like most of
Below.
that on futures, like Baker MVP, Wemby MVP, Pistons over total. So
Yeah, last night I cannot blame the refs. I thought the offensive line was very porous at times. I thought the defensive line was porous at times, and our linebackers got carved up.
the entire team fell apart in the second half.
Yeah, second half you got our ass
I don't know what happened, but the Lions went into halftime and they came out as the Saints. Like it was bad. They looked good in the first half. They were moving the ball well. Yeah, they had a couple missed opportunities. It easily could have been a fucking 14-point lead at halftime if you would have took care. If you would have got the touchdown, and if Amon-Ra St. Brown catches that ball, you're probably up 2 scores at least. So yeah, it sucks. And they just absolutely shit the bed in the second half. Couldn't run the ball. Play calling was bad. Defense let up everything. They fell apart, man. It's like I loved DJ Reader's interview because, Chris, I actually think that's in Slack. If you go to my DMs to myself.
All right, I will look.
Maybe not.
He essentially was giving no excuses.
No, it's.
And he's
not.
telling people that the sky wasn't falling.
Yeah, he said the sky wasn't falling. There's still a 4-2 team, and somebody asked him like, sometimes a game like this is a positive. When you can refocus. He's like, no, No,
I agree
we
with
just lost. Like, yeah, there's nothing positive you take out of that game. You just got your ass beat, and you got to get back to work. You lost to the Chiefs in Arrowhead with all that bullshit going on, and you blew a couple. Like I said, Terry hit it on the head on BDE today. The 3 plays that lost the game for the Lions were the Jared Goff touchdown getting reversed, the Amon-Ra St. Brown drop, and the Aiden Hutchinson roughing. If you get those 3 plays, you probably win that game. So I hate to oversimplify it, but that's what it is. You lost.
Maybe, though, because it's still the entire second half. Let's save you from that second half.
Well, the Hutch one happened in the second half, and it would have given the Lions the ball back in a 1-score game.
But our offense still wasn't doing dick.
Yeah, but they had just scored a touchdown.
I can't say that play would have saved us. We weren't doing dick in that second half.
We just scored a touchdown.
Our guy Tay Rowell was getting fucking
right away.
worked by Chris Jones.
Yeah, he was.
I think it all comes down to the St. Brown drop. To be honest, all momentum, even with them calling that play back in the first drive, we were still able to move the ball on offense until our superhero, our play that never fails, the Amon-Ra St. Brown slant on the slot, perfectly timed. It was there. It was low, obviously, but our play that works 100 times out of 100 times. It is now 100 times out of 101 because this fucking play works every time. And he dropped it. And that was the big momentum swing in the game because our superhero, he finally let us down one time. And that was the biggest play of the game. In my eyes, it changed the whole complexity of the game because your go-to player is the one that dropped it. It wasn't Tesla. It wasn't Brock Wright. It was Amon-Ra St. Brown and a play he makes every single time with Jared Goff on the road in Arrowhead. It was going to be a shootout. If he would have caught that ball, we scored a touchdown. Yeah, they still could have won, KC that is, but I don't think our offense gets slowed down at all like it did after that.
Yeah, because then you're playing with the lead, because then you're playing aggressively, because then you're able to run the ball. And I saw people saying, where'd the running game go? Well, when you're down 2 scores in the second half, you can't really run the ball. You got to score fast. And, playing with the lead is a lot easier, especially on the road, because then you can have – and the same with that first drive. Having a 10-minute, 11-minute drive to start the game, amazing. But if you don't score a touchdown, it's meaningless. And it's actually, bad. It's detrimental if you take that much time off the clock and only get out of there with 3 points. Because then Kansas City has a 5-minute touchdown drive,
exactly,
and now you're in the hole.
That's where you're fucked. It's you don't stop them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just,
you got to score touchdowns, especially on the road if you want to win games.
Yeah. I do think – I guess I have to rewatch the entire game through, and we'll talk about it when we get back. But I do feel like we should have kept that a little bit more, running the ball.
Yeah, maybe.
Not so much the second half, obviously.
When
we got the ball back, there's 9 minutes left in the fourth pass, but I'm leading up to that. I feel like we abandoned Monty. It was running the ball very efficiently.
All right, let's go to break. We're going to come back. Let me tell you about Lady Jane's. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Stop in, sit down, relax, get an award-winning haircut from one of our lovely, talented stylists. You can get a hot leather neck shave, scalp massage, a hot towel treatment, all that wrapped into one in the King's treatment. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. It's wicked awesome.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you won. We got This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
Yeah, for sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Jack's Car Wash. Make sure you check it out and text WSN to 888-522-1729. You can get a free car wash. Just go to Jack's Car Wash. Text them, WSN, to 888-522-1729. You'll get a free one on Woodward Sports. They got 40 locations in Michigan. You'll find one on the way home. It's Jack's Car Wash.
What up, though? Welcome back to the World Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy, my Spimo Raxter. Chris Nicholas Koloff. Smash the like button. Be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. We're talking about the Detroit Lions lost to the Kansas City Chiefs, unfortunately, on primetime television. Sunday Night Football.
Sunday.
I want to move away from the referee conversation because I do think there were times where our team was just a little bit lackluster.
Absolutely.
Specifically in the second half. You only scored once. KC put up, 17 in the second half to your 7. You're just not going to win football games. I put it to you this way. Dan Campbell went into the situation saying, we need to score 30 points to win this game.
Yeah.
If you put 30 points on that board, you at least go in overtime. It sucks. I thought I scored 27 for a reason. I looked down. But, I mean, he's right, though. That's the number one offense in the National Football League out there. Doing diddly squat.
Yeah, you're not going to win a lot of games only putting up 17 points no matter where you are, especially on the road in a hostile environment going up against Patrick Mahomes. So, and the refs. The offense did not look sharp, man. The play calling was bad at the beginning of the second half. It was a bad game for everybody, really. I mean, Goff had a good game, but the running backs looked well. The first half, I thought they looked great. And then they just fell apart in the second half. They couldn't do anything.
It all kind of started with that St. Brown drop. It was like that eerie feeling.
Yeah.
It was going to be a long game or a weird game because I'm not used to that happening. He is the most sure-handed catcher in the National Football League.
And they went right back to that play multiple times after that, and he caught every single one of them.
Yeah.
So it happens, man. We can't really harp on the guy. Like I said, he catches everything. So it was unfortunately a fourth down play. And it wasn't the greatest ball, but we've seen him make that catch on that same ball 100 times. So
yeah,
it just sucks. But you can't fucking harp on him. He's got the best hands in the league.
Yeah, offensively, like I said, I probably point to the offensive line, and honestly, a little bit of play calling.
Play calling, I think play calling more.
I think Monty definitely showed a hot hand, and you probably should have stayed going that route. It's for some reason that's been like the one thing this year. It feels like when Monty's going, they're still feeding Gibbs. And I love Gibbs, by the way, too. But I just feel like you got to read that situation a little bit better. And then defensively, we can get into it, too. Our linebackers. When they kept us in base personnel, I think like 76% of the time I heard, which is the most we've had all season, meaning our linebackers are out there covering. And by the way, our linebackers that were doing really, really well this season. I mean, Alex Zalone especially. But when you're going against a guy like Patrick Mahomes, it's just not going to be
quick passes, they were just – him and Travis Kelce are just on a different level when they get that stuff to where when sees somebody playing off Travis Kelce or Juju, they did it multiple times.
Yeah.
If you're playing off 5 yards, they snap it, throw it to him right away, get those 5 yards. They were doing that repeatedly, and the Lions were continuously playing off, and that was just easy completions and easy 5 yards at a time. They were walking down the field. It sucked. Somebody asked for an update on the Glizzy suit. Who's been in it the most? I think all three of us have been
Three-way
in it twice.
tie.
Yeah.
Heading into week 7.
Three-way tie heading into
Chris
week
is
7.
not yet.
Insane stuff that Chris is not in the suit
It
yet.
is kind of insane.
And now it's like, do I even want
Is it
him to
insane?
be in the suit?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like,
Chris is
I
going to go
want
on
you
a
two to be in it
generational
more.
run.
That's a good point.
Chris is going to go on a generational run and hit
That's a
like
good
4
point.
in a row or something like that.
Real quick, fun stat.
True.
The Chiefs'
You gotta stay
offense
preyed on
utilized
the
heavier
downfall.
personnel, using 11 personnel, just 21 of their 62 plays. That's 33%, a season low. Again, talking about our linebackers on the field. Patrick Mahomes, 13-17 for 165 yards and a touchdown when targeting the Detroit Lions linebackers last night. So absolutely carving those guys up. There's a play where Jack was in position, put his head down for like not even an entire second. As soon as Patrick saw his head down, he fucking ripped the ball in there. And there was the one where Jack, like it almost like Jack could make a play on it, but he's just too late. It's because he looked down for 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
You can't do that against number 15, man. You can't.
Can we hit Travis
Harry
Kelce
Wizard.
off the line in the Super Bowl? Can we
Can
do
we
that?
what?
Dude,
Hit him off
Can
the
we
line?
just rip him off the line in the Super
yeah.
Bowl or what? Because
Oh,
I
yeah.
need Jack Campbell to blow him up to start the game.
He's getting way too many free releases.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jack Campbell, you are the up-and-coming motherfucking dude in the NFL. I need you to blow him up.
That's
You're
the thing with
stronger
Jack,
than
man,
him.
it's the coverage. Because even last night, too, the touchdown they had, I think it wasn't the worthy one. I think it might have been Juju.
No,
But it was
Hollywood.
zone coverage, and nobody switched on.
Nobody-
Jack
yeah.
and Kirby were they're all like triple covering Travis Kelce. People
Hollywood.
weren't like
It's
fucking.
Hollywood, yeah.
Amik
Yeah.
got caught behind him.
No, that's a different play.
Oh, different.
There was
That
one.
was the one. This is the right one. When you're running the back in the end zone.
Yeah.
I don't think the same one.
He
we're
came in
talking
like
about.
the front.
It's Hollywood's touchdown.
I'll pull it up. Chris, you want to say something as well?
Yeah, I mean, this was a bit ago you brought it up, but this is like my PSA. You brought up the Monty stuff, and look, for the love of God, can we please, I'm begging you to just start the game with Monty drives. I just love what that did last year, the way it set the tone physically. I get that Gibbs is a better back. I get that Gibbs is a star. I get every part of it, but there's just the sheer physicality that we saw Monty bring is just something that I think really, really jars opponents, especially when they are coming to Ford Field and they get punched in the mouth like that to start the game. I just would love to do that, but I do agree, Easy. They also need to do a better job of just kind of reading where should we go to what back and when. But mainly, can we just start games with Monty drives again? Can we just do it?
Make
next
Monty
week
great
against
again.
Yeah, make Monty great again. Can we do that against the Bucs and see what happens? I'll take full responsibility if they don't score the first drive.
They're not going to do that.
They need to, though. That's probably the biggest
Does anybody
difference I'd say
disagree
between
with
I
this
don't
year
know
and
if
last
they
year.
need to. They walked down the field in the first drive, did everything they wanted to, and got right to the end and scored a touchdown. I don't think you need to change what
But if
happens
that's what you need to
in
do
the
to
first
see them
drive at
hot
all.
and let them get more carries, like it's I don't know. I think Monty just needs more carries.
I think
Second
it works
drive,
better
we
for
did
Gibbs,
great,
too. I think it works better for Gibbs, too. I'm sorry, Nick.
No,
you're good.
was it? Did we get 3 and out second drive? I thought, didn't it work yesterday?
Yeah.
Second drive. I don't know.
Did we
what
score
second
Tutty?
drive.
Am I mistaken?
I'm pretty sure the Jameson
think
Williams
James
touchdown
was
was on the
second
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 drive.
drive after
Yeah.
Monty
Yeah.
had some good carries.
The
Yeah.
offense looked great.
Yeah, Monty averaged like 6 yards a carry yesterday.
Yeah.
Sorry,
And
Chris.
he only had like 4 carries.
No, you're good.
Yeah, when you said this, I thought you said 60 yards and 4 carries. It's like, what? Why are we not using it?
Are you saying just as like a tone setter? Because
Yeah.
I feel like yesterday it worked,
No,
but we just didn't get the result because they called back a
They
touchdown.
called back. It absolutely worked. The tone was set. You drove down the field, and we're going to shove it in for the touchdown. That's what sets the tone or not. And David Montgomery was in the game. Like, he threw the pass.
I know
So I don't think they changed anything about the first drive. You walked down the field in 10 minutes and scored a touchdown.
I don't necessarily I know that this game wasn't the best example of it, but this is something I've been saying for weeks, and I feel like too, and this is something I can't really prove, obviously, but it just seems like it works better for Gibbs too. Like it does. It just seemed like last year, every single game we started off with a very strong first drive, and I know this was a drive that should have worked. So I know it's not the best time to bring this up, but man, I just feel like that would be a good difference, and that would be a change of pace. Easy. Are you on board with me in that at all, or what do you think?
I just want him to get more carries. I don't necessarily care if it's the first drive of the game, but if that's what Johnny Moe needs to see to understand, hey, this kid needs the ball in his hands too, then yeah, let's do it. But I just think we need to mix it up a little bit more. I will say this run game has not been what it's been in the past.
Nope.
And I don't know if it's what to do with the offensive line, play calling. I know we're not doing as much jumbo sets as we've done in the past. I don't know what it is. And I can't necessarily even say I want to go back to that because we're doing pretty well right now. That's the weird part about it. But I feel like that was a big part of establishing our identity in game. It's like, hey, we're going to punch them up. I mean, think about the Ravens game. The one game we decided to over and over, over and over. Dominate that one.
And you mentioned it. The non-jumbo sets, well, you've only got 2 healthy tackles on the team right now.
Yeah.
So you can't run
you actually probably
a lot
going
of
for
jumbo
that.
sets when
That's
Giovanni Manu and Taylor Decker are both out. But hopefully Taylor will be back for the Bucs game. Dan Skipper looked good in his time in this one, so then you'll be able to run more of that jumbo set with the third tackle. Let's go to a break real quick.
Yeah.
Let's go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to keep talking Lions. Frank Ragnow is missed, says Mitten Maid. Absolutely.
Yeah, that could be it too, man.
I mean, Graham hasn't been bad. Like, Graham's been good, but
Frank is better.
He's an all-pro. We talked about how
Tate looked like a rookie for the first time in a long time too yesterday.
Yeah. He was getting worked, and it was Chris Jones, so.
Yeah, that's nice. He's like, here comes a good matchup.
Yeah, this should be a good matchup, and just absolutely whipped his ass.
And then I was watching a little bit of film today, too. I was like, oh, okay, there's a placement he was talking about. I was like, oh, wait, was that the plate? Wait, was that the placement?
Yeah.
It happened like 3 more other times. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, I mean.
There was one play where he pulled and literally had so much space, but then he turns around looking for the running back. And I'm like, oh God, go pick up a linebacker. A linebacker just absolutely obliterated Gibbs after it, but the play could have gone for 20 yards at least. Tate just turned around looking for the running back. I was like, no.
All right, let's go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to keep talking Lions. But first, let me tell you about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where everybody can get a full body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $15 a month, or you can upgrade to the Black Card and get use of amenities like hydro massage, total body enhancement, and access to over 2,500 locations worldwide. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep.
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
On the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Ball looks in zone. Got Edwards for the touchdown.
Where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Mad Packs. Go to getmadpacks.com to find a store near you carrying the best product in the game, whether it's the high-low pre-rolls, the Boom Shakalaka Tarantula, the THCA Blizzard Pack Infused Moon Rocks, or any of their top-shelf strains. Just go to getmadpacks.com to find it near you. Mad Flavor, Mad High, Mad Packs.
What up, though? Welcome back to Road Heavyweights Live, WoodSports.com. Easy Bus Rax. I'm Chris, Nicholas Koloff. Smash the like button, be a friend, tell a friend, and share the stream. DNC ENT, more Lions? This shit's depressing. Let's move on for a less depressing topic.
What do you want to move on to? The Tigers? That less depressing topic?
We got that one coming too.
No, God, this guy's fucking Sky Harris, dude. I had to. My friend was aggressively defending Scott Harris in the chat, in my group chat. It was bad.
Let's go jump him.
I don't know. He was like, oh, so you just think he's a shitty GM? I was like, when did I say that? Dude fucking pissed away a wide open American league. I
think Neil put it best is if you have a Cy Young guy in your bullpen and a playoff team around him, and you know you're not re-signing him,
what are you doing?
Go all in now. What the fuck are we doing?
Because as much as I love Jackson Jobe, you can't say he's going to be what Skubal is right now.
Skubal should have fucking all-time MLB postseason record.
Yeah, he's arguably the best pitcher in the history of the
MLB's around for 140 fucking years, bro.
They better resign. They will.
What?
They're not going to.
Yes, they are.
They're not.
No, they aren't.
Yes,
they're not. Absolutely not.
Yes, they are.
Did you hear what they said today?
Yes.
You think they're gonna resign him to that? That weird bullshit, whatever the fuck that was.
Yes. I will never
he
not
can't
believe.
even open his
Fuck,
eyes.
let's get into it. Do you have that video?
I'm trying to envision a world where Terry School's in a different uniform. I'm not doing
pinstripes,
it.
It's
baby.
pinstripes,
It's
bro.
pinstripes,
No,
baby.
we're not.
And
no.
as much
And
as
they're
it,
slimming. He'll look
No.
yeah,
slim.
bro.
We're gonna have the youngest roster in the world.
Yeah, 'cause we're
around
losing our
Terry
Cy Young.
Skubal. Around Terry Skubal, there is no excuse. Obviously, we're not getting to baseball yet, unless we are. But there's no excuse that Tarek Skubal isn't a Tiger for life. He's the best baseball pitcher of this generation, and if you let him walk out of the door, you're never getting anybody in
You're
your
not
ballpark.
serious. You're not serious. And that's what
they're not serious.
If the Detroit,
I think that
Detroit
they will
Tigers,
not let Tarek Skubal walk.
If the Detroit Tigers allow Tarek Skubal to walk out of the door, whether it's they trade him or they don't re-sign him, I will have to have serious thoughts about my fandom for the team.
Spitty, you're going to have serious thoughts about your fandom with this team.
I know.
No way. You cannot. No.
He's not.
Chris, run the video.
All right, we're here.
Fuck.
Tarek's obviously going into the final year of his controllability. How much of a decision point is that this off season, or are you just? I mean, are you kind of prepared to go into the season with him and see how it rolls that way?
Yeah, listen, I totally understand the question, and I understand that you have to ask me. I've kind of learned over time, especially with this question, that general comments tend to get chopped up and forced into narratives. I can't comment on our players being traded. I can't comment on free agents, and I can't comment on other teams' players. So I'm going to respond by just not actually commenting on it. Tarek is a Tiger. I hope he wins the Cy Young for the second consecutive year. He's an incredible pitcher, and we're lucky to have him. That's all I can say on that.
That's all you can say about the best pitcher in the fucking baseball right now? The best pitcher in the world. That's all you can say? We're happy to have him. I hope he wins the Cy Young this year. Not that we want him to be a Detroit Tiger for a long time. Not that we're going to win a championship. Like, no commitment at all whatsoever in that. And you think it's going to fucking happen, Nick? You're out of your mind. He's gone. He's gone.
He's playing the long ball, the long run. I mean, I just can't picture a world where an organization in a world full of Cy Youngs. No, there's not a world full of Cy Youngs. You only have 2 of them, and he's about to win back-to-back Cy Youngs. There's not a world where you let that pitcher, a top 3 baseball player in the world, walk out of your organization. I don't care if it's $300, $400, $500 million. The amount of young, controllable talent that you have coming up through this farm system that guy right there has praised and decided not to trade off of to upgrade his big league team, all of that controllable young talent means that you have to keep Tarek Skubal. There is no excuse that you cannot keep the best pitcher in the world and a top 3 player in the world in your organization. You don't make the playoffs if you didn't have Skubal last year. You probably don't make the playoffs if you didn't. You don't make the playoffs if you didn't have him this year. You don't win either of those series the last 2 years. There's no world where you can let Tarek Skubal get out of your organization. It's just not acceptable. And I don't believe that they are a bottom feeder organization. I think that's why they'll re-sign him.
Nick, Booby, I love you. Get ready to speak chopped cheese. He's going to New York, dude. It's out of here. This guy, like, what the fuck do you mean, Sky Harris? What do you mean you can't comment on your players or free agents or other teams' players? Then what can you comment on? If you can't, the president of baseball operations tell us about operations in baseball, what else can you comment on? What kind of fucking shit excuse is that? You say, yes, Tarek Skubal is our ace. We are going to do everything in our power to make sure he stays a Tiger for life. Click end. That's all you got to say. I don't know what the fuck you think this is. Like, if it's just cute or something. That is just such a puss cop-out. Like, AJ Hinch is looking at the guy like, I'd like to hear the answer to this too, because he doesn't even know. And they're not going to do it because they're not going to fork over $500 million to this guy. And his agent tests the market. His agent goes for the highest offer. The Detroit Tigers will not be the highest offer on the market, and I can promise you that. So you better win the World Series next year, because no matter who's your ace in 2 years, he's not going to be better than Tarek Skubal.
My opinion, too, is like, even if you are trading him in that scenario, you say that you want him. For real. So other teams are like, well, when Tigers aren't going to give him up, they got to offer you the fucking world to get him. That's the game plan, unless you're like really just going to go all in next year and just try to win the 1 year out with them. But that doesn't make sense to do either.
Yeah, I know, I'm supposed to be the president here, but I can't really talk about players or dealings or current players or the state of the team. So what the fuck you doing the press conference for, bud?
Well, the fucking worst part about it is I can't talk about free agents. I can't talk about trades.
Then what are you doing here?
He didn't say he can't talk about his current players. Terry Scoop is a current player for the Detroit Tigers, is he not?
Yes, he is.
There's a bunch of fucking word vomit. And Nick, you said it while he said it. I get you have to ask that question. How many times did they say that today?
Like 10, honestly.
Because he's got to fucking smooth it over.
Because he's trying to backpedal of him fucking up this year. There's no other way around it. He is trying to backpedal the decisions that he made that didn't allow this team to get past the ALDS Game 5. He is the biggest reason, I'd say, along with our hitters that literally couldn't hit in the positions to hit.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my God!
They were like what? They were like 0 for 28 in that game or something like that.
Yeah, not including Parker Meadows. Terrible. But in the same light is, maybe it is a little bit of copium, and maybe I just choose to have faith that this organization is going to get it right when you have one of the best players in the sport, who was drafted a Tiger, one of the best draft picks ever, late round pick, 2-time Cy Young winner. Yes, I would have to think that. And I also think you can turn to a team, it's a different position, but it's the same concept of absolute future Hall of Famer. Just got paid 14 years and $500 million. And it was in the offseason, everyone was thinking he's going to end up in pinstripes. He's going to be a Dodger. He's going to be a Met. And he's playing in the ALCS for the Toronto Blue Jays that don't toss out those kind of contracts. They gave him 14 years, $500 million to play in Toronto for the rest of his career. I am hoping that the Detroit Tigers, and yes, it is hope as of right now.
It is.
But my reasoning behind it is all of the young talent that you have drafted and continued to talk about ad nauseum, and that is why you can do this deal for Tarek Skubal, because you have so much young talent coming up that you believe in, Scott, that better be damn good, because you have put all your eggs in the basket for them, and if you want them to have success, they better have the best pitcher in the goddamn world 1 out of every 5 games picking you up a W.
They're not going to, because that's what we are now. We're not the Tigers of old. We're not one of these elite spending teams and get these big guys here. No, we are the Guardians. We are the Mariners, what they used to be. We are
until this year. They made a trade.
We are the Marlins. We are the Royals. They're going to consistently look at these young guys, and hopefully all of them turn out to be great, and you cash in a World Series like the Royals did. Hopefully all of these young guys you brought up through the system and that all played together turn out to be studs, and you cash in a World Series like the Royals did. But Tarek Skubal's gone. He's gone, man. He's gone because he's hitting the open market. He's not going to sign a deal before the end of next season. And the Detroit Tigers are not going to offer him more money than the Mets, the Phillies, the Yankees, the Dodgers, or any of those teams will.
They're not even pretending to want to resign him. That's the part that disturbs me. Because if that's not the scenario, brother, you got to pretend he's fucking everything in the world to you. That way you get assets back.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the Mets throw $500 million at him and be like, all right, we're going to try again.
Dumbo Jumbo, when Skubal walks, everyone in the city should never contribute to this pathetic organization again. Dumbo Jumbo, unfortunately, they are. They will.
I will.
I am not fucking believing that. I will not. I will not.
Also,
you guys will be wrong.
Nick,
he will not get traded, and he will be a Tiger. You guys will not tell me otherwise. You won't tell me otherwise.
Let me get a hit of that copium, son.
Let me tell you guys this. Ready?
I hope you're right.
Hey, you guys ready?
I pray to
Bryce
God you're right.
Rayner,
Let me get a
Max Clark, Kevin McGonigal, Briseño. You got Riley for another few years.
Hey, Nick, you know what you sound like? The Orioles. What happened to them? They didn't sign their
Alex
they
Bregman
didn't sign their Cy Young guy, and all their young kids suck.
Come on, Bregman, take my money.
You're going to sign Bregman
and Skubal
and
Riley
win it
Green?
all.
And win it all. Well, you don't need to sign Riley yet.
For what, 2 more years? Or
I think it's 3. But yeah, we bring back Bregman. We re-sign Skubal after next year, and we win the World Series. Everybody goes off happy.
Let me get a hit of that copium, bro.
Now, what do you actually think is going to happen?
I actually believe that we re-sign Tarek Skubal and we go with the youth movement in terms of hitting, but we do sign one legitimate bat.
Did you hear the part where they asked him, like...
I don't know what his negotiating skills there. That seems like some sort of backdoor negotiating there. Honestly, I hate what I just saw. I hate that I saw that out of Scott Harris. I would go the opposite route, but I don't think it matters whether he were to praise him right there or not, because Tarek Skubal is doing the same exact thing on the other side. Thank you, Detroit. He's doing this, after the season. Thank you, Detroit, when he gets talked about it in the locker room, in the clubhouse after the game. Tarek, going into the final year, that's not up to me, that's up to my agent. That's what he says. So that's basically Scott Harris saying the same thing, but it's in front of a big old microphone. So they're both saying the same thing. It's because Scott Boras and Scott Harris, dude, obviously don't see eye to eye. They're not going to get this deal done before the open market, which doesn't bode well from us, but it's just going to raise the price that Chris Illich will ultimately have to pay.
That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that question.
Scott Harris and Scott Boras don't get along well, but you think two of his clients are going to sign big deals with the Tigers.
Pop it up. Open the check.
Nick,
pizza,
man,
bitch.
If Mr. I was still alive, I'd say it's absolutely going to happen. But unfortunately,
I don't think anybody has a good relationship with Scott Boras for that.
I don't think anybody has a good relationship with Chris Illich.
How about Gleyber Torres?
No. Glaber's gone. Finnegan's gone.
Did you hear the part where they asked him, I forgot the way the question.
We got Paddock.
What it was exactly. But they asked,
Charlie, bring Charlie back.
Do you think this team could win without Tarek Skubal? And he's like, well, I don't want to be disrespectful to the rest of the guys.
Hey, I'll do it.
He wanted to say yeah.
No.
He wanted to say yeah.
You can tell, I don't think we can. Maybe, I don't think we can either, and that's why I am hell-bent on... Can't. I know, that's why I'm hell-bent on keeping him. I don't think you can walk around as an organization letting a future Hall of Famer walk, and this is everybody saying JV or Max Scherzer. This is 100% a different timeline. This is a different story. Skubal is the guy for a team that just made the playoffs twice, that is young and up and coming. This is way different than being at the end of a run where you traded JV or let Scherzer walk because you paid the wrong guys.
Yeah.
This is way different.
We got to go break.
Real quick, let me get this quote out.
Yeah, I also want to read you an AJ one too.
We got to go to break.
I don't really think I can engage in hypotheticals of what would happen in past years if he wasn't here, or what would happen if he's not here in the future. He's here, and we're glad he's here. My job is, I'm
telling you, this guy's a nerd, and he doesn't say anything. And the things, he's like a woman. All he does is breathe and lie, dude. Like, all you get is lies out of this guy, man. All right, real quick before we go to break, Michigander with the super chat says, "Wow, Nick, bragging we got Green for another couple years is like bragging we got Sharon for another 2 years.
That's way
Green
different.
Is a bum.
Sharon's way more of a bum than Riley Green. I mean, I promise you that.
Riley Green, come on.
Promise you that.
Is one of 3 players with 35 home runs, 30 doubles, and 110 RBIs with Pete Alonso and Aaron Judge, and the dude's 25, just made his second All-Star team. He can still grow. Yeah. Sharon Moore, there's some question marks there.
We're going to come back. We got the Tigers we're still talking about because Scott Harris said something else that I think is borderline insulting to the fan base. Not borderline. I think it's a straight-up insult to the intelligence of Tigers fans. And we're going to get to that next. But first, tell us about Black Rock, Chris.
Let me tell you about Black Rock Bar and Grill. And man, did they just drop off the care package of all care packages. Shout out to the people at Black Rock Bar and Grill for dropping off the amazing food. And look, I already knew it was good because we went there. As the heavyweights, we did the show there. We tried everything on the menu. Everything hit. These did not miss. $19.99 steak and lobster deal. They got $14.99 fish and chip deal. Black Rock Bar and Grill, home of the steak on the stone. A sizzle above the rest. Make sure you are visiting any of the locations here on the screen. Excuse me.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. The bats are hot, and the weather's getting hotter. Summertime in the D with Detroit's big hitters. Woodward Sports.
Shout out to Buddy's Pizza last night for coming through with the Michigan and Michigan State style pizzas. Michigan State's my favorite. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big ricotta guy. Like the ricotta. Make sure you guys check it out yourselves. Go visit buddiespizza.com. Aren't they doing donations off those as well?
$1 from every pizza goes to Ronald McDonald House.
What are we doing, guys? 79 years in business. They're doing things the right way. It's buddiespizza.com. Save yourself 10% by using promo code 10meal. 10meal. What?
Oh, Lucas. The text Lucas is...
What up, though, Mike? Whatever, it's live on Woodwardsports.com. You must be reaction. Chris Nicholas call. We may circle back to Detroit Lions at some point, but right now we're crashing out with Detroit Tigers and Scott Harris's press conference. AJ was just there to secretly announce his extension, too, by the way.
Yeah.
That was
good.
Weird.
AJ Hinch.
I can't tell you how long it was, actually. We've been... this fucking guy, dude.
This guy sucks, dude. And like I said, he's lying to you. Every word out of his lips is just complete bullshit that he's caping for an owner that doesn't want to pay somebody and his own mistakes. And here was the quote that really pissed me off, because I think this is him just spitting in the face of Detroit Tigers fans. And he said, it's a really big deal that the Tigers had the best record in baseball from August to August. But he said he knows they deserve the negative narratives. Like, the biggest choke job in the history of the MLB, that negative narrative. Come on, you fucking douche. And this is what he said. By taking a 30,000-foot view, you cannot look at this season other than a massive step forward, he said. Scott, it's literally the exact same thing. You didn't win the division, and you lost in Game 5 of the ALDS again. So congrats, your bat boy got to the All-Star game. That shit doesn't matter. Win playoff games, win playoff series, win World Series. That's all that matters. So going from a team that didn't win the AL Central and didn't advance to the ALCS to this year, fast forward, this huge step forward, a team that didn't win the AL Central and didn't advance to the ALCS. Am I tripping here? What step forward did you see, Scott Harris? You had the biggest meltdown in the history of Major League Baseball. Your team fell off a cliff in the second half, and you literally got to the same exact spot as last year. So please tell me what tiny step forward you took, let alone a massive step forward. That is just insulting to the intelligence of Detroit Tigers fans. Fucking joke, dude.
Nick?
Yeah, I mean, I think this team was better than last year's, but that doesn't make it any easier. You lost, you could have lost Game 4 and got, eliminated. Last year, you could have won Game 4 and moved on to the ALCS, at home against Cleveland. You choked that game away, so you had to go to Cleveland. This time, you had to win Game 4 to stay alive to go into Seattle. I guess the only thing that this team did more of was they went 6 more innings of more heartbreak in terms of extra innings in the ALDS. But no, you cannot. It's coping from him in terms of this.
It is. No, it's spitting in the face of the fans.
Yeah, that I disagree with Scott here. It's like you're part of the reason that this team went down. He's like, I'm really trying to wrap my head around why this team went through the big slump. Maybe they went through the big slump because you didn't upgrade at the deadline the way that maybe even people in this clubhouse wanted you to. Maybe it's because you went and got out Chris Paddock and Charlie, old man with the stroller, Morton. Yeah, I think that's possibly why you had an epic collapse. And I'm trying to wrap my head around why this team didn't hit. Maybe it's because most of them were outperforming all of their career numbers in the first half, and you had to have known some regression was coming, so to get in some backups and some guys that would be ready, or maybe make a call to that farm system that you love talking about so much and bring up some young, highly touted prospects that you can grow with. I would have had McGonigal out there in game 5 rather than, a McKinstry at bat who couldn't hit the fucking ball. I would have had McGonigal out there at times and, move
Andy Ibanez, you could take him off the playoff
you
roster.
You need a big pinch hit at bat. Yes, McGonigal, bat to ball skills, elite.
Trey Sweeney, I hope he wasn't even on the roster.
Yeah, so exactly. It's like things like that. Oh, you want to talk about Max Anderson, how we can't trade him. Big bat to ball skills, big righty. Okay.
Where the fuck is he?
Where is he? He's tearing up the Arizona Fall League right now. He did great at AAA when you called him up. Tearing up AA. Great. Why is he not on my big league roster when nobody else, if you're not going to upgrade via the deadline, you got to upgrade from within this system that you love talking about. So to be confused, why did this team struggle so much? You're the one that put the team together, Scott. Yes, this team all slumped, and they all slumped at the same time. But it was your job to get the backups and the reinforcements ready, which you didn't. And obviously the injuries happened to the pitching staff. You didn't really have injuries to any key hitters.
And we talk about, like, his management of this pitching staff and what he's brought to this pitching staff, being retreading Jack Flaherty. Okay, that was good. You got some use out of Jack. But going with the Mize, Maeda, Manning, and Reese Olson situation where those guys are going to get hurt. They haven't been able to stay healthy their entire careers. You can't rely on them to put out 150 innings. And you get Alex Cobb, who doesn't play an inning, pitch an inning for you. Obviously, what happened with Jackson Jobe is extremely unfortunate. He's not going to be back next year anytime soon either. So you're still going to need another pitcher. And the best guy you traded for is going to free agency, Kyle Finnegan. So what are you sitting with? Nothing. And great, we got Paddock and Charlie Morton. I'm glad they both didn't get DFA'd. Oh, wait, they did. We're going to bargain bin the pitching rotation, and you got to hope that Jackson Jobe is ready to go and ready to be the horse when he comes back in 2027, because Skubal isn't going to be here.
Skubal will be here.
So fucking.
And I saw somebody, Super Bowl Vaughn in the Woodward Sports chat said, our organization as a whole is way better. Is it? Is it? Because your number one pitching prospect just got Tommy John surgery, and now is going to miss another entire season. Your third baseman of the future broke his arm, and he is going to require he already had the same surgery that made Colt Keith move from third base to second base because he couldn't throw the ball the same way. And Tarek Skubal is 1 year closer to free agency, so please tell me how much better the organization is. Yeah, you like the development of the young players, cool. I'm real glad for those AA organizations.
They also won one more game than the previous year.
Massive step forward.
Did you exit in the same series?
You
won one more game.
Loop Rojas, in the Woodward Sports chat says, it's okay to sing to your chick like I was Drake. Yeah.
I'm okay.
Shout out.
Singing to your chick like I was Drake.
I know everybody is we have every right to be extremely pissed right now, and I am pissed off, but I do still see a light at the end of the tunnel for this to go to a World Series. It is keeping Tarek Skubal. It is keeping Tarek Skubal. That is the start.
You believe they'll offer him a bigger contract than any other team? Because I don't. And I think he's going to take the biggest contract, wherever that is.
Coming up next, it's time for baseball to get a salary cap.
It's literally going to be the same exact thing that happened with Max Scherzer. We're going to offer him 10 years, $300 million. He's going to laugh at us. And then somebody like the Yankees or the Dodgers or the Mets or the Phillies are going to offer him $500, and he's going to go there. And then Scott Harris is going to say, well, we offered him a contract.
We were just $12 million short.
Yeah.
Per year.
What else do you want us to do? We offered him 80% of what he's worth.
Let's go to break. I know you guys tired of us crashing out, but do have Scott Harris talking about the trade deadline. We react to that. Or if you guys want Lions, you let us know in the chat. How many likes we at, Chris?
We are at
I'm refreshing it right now. We are at loading. So if we get loading more likes,
yes,
119. That's actually embarrassing, guys. 400 people in the chat.
Jesus.
If we get to 150,
smash that like button.
Come on.
we'll talk Lions again. Till then, we got to go to break.
I got a
Coming back.
question. Big question when we get back.
All right, let me tell you guys about
Next
Gold
big question.
Crown. They've been around since the
Massive
caregiver days. The concentrates are their bread and butter. So much so, they help usher other people into this industry. Some companies like MadPack, some other companies too we can't disclose, but Gold Crown has been there hooking them up, putting their things together for them. They also got their own infuse with the jesters, and the best thing right now is the gummies, the Crown Jewels, coated in nuts, the extra pop, infused and gelatin free. Makes you find Gold Crown at a dispensary near you.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today. Of summer are ready to get back to the playoffs, and there's no better place to get your Tigers coverage than Woodward Sports. Join us all season long as we follow as our hometown Tigers claw and fight. Feel the roar with Woodward Sports.
Caesar Sportsbook, we have the meat. However, CaesarSportsbook.com right now. Scan the QR code and use the promo code Woodward1000 for your first deposit. Get up to $1,000 back and bonus bets, but you must bet a minimum of $20 at CaesarSportsbook.com. Promo code Woodward1000. Spinny had a poop. Shout out to Black Rock. Smash the like button, be a friend to the friends to the stream. Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm Easy, joined by Chris, Young Nick. We could keep talking baseball. I'm probably not the best guy to talk baseball, but the good news is I don't really got to talk baseball. I just got to bitch about Scott Harris. Because then they asked him, hey, Scotty, what the fuck happened at the deadline, buddy? And this is what Scott Harris had to say.
Do I regret not pulling the trigger on the deals that we had access to at the deadline? I don't. And I'll tell you why. I think I'm even more confident now than I was then that the deals that we had access to that we passed on would have frustrated our fans more than not doing the deals. It's really tough in my job right now because I can't share the exact deals for obvious reasons, but I can share some details that hopefully are pretty illuminating. I would tell you that the players that were most closely connected to us via the media would have cost either a player on our postseason roster plus additional pieces or one of our top prospects plus additional pieces. In some cases, with those deals that were most closely connected to us, those players that were most closely connected to us, those players, some of them didn't perform at all down the stretch, would have been a free agent in 2 months, and would have cost a player on our postseason roster that actually performed better than the player we acquired and was controllable in the future. So think about that for a second. We could have acquired a player who was going to be a pending free agent on the day of the deadline. We probably would have gotten an A on the trade grades on the day of the deadline and probably would have gotten plenty of praise in the coverage, only to see that player not perform well down the stretch and the player we traded perform better than that player this year and be controllable in the future. I don't regret those deals at all.
A lot of the names, the name that a lot of people are speculating in that conversation was Eugenio Suarez.
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, who just beat the Detroit Tigers to go to the ALDS. Who was the player you think he was talking about trading that performed better than Eugenio Suarez post-deadline?
I think Suarez was definitely talked about for sure there. I think you can even relate it to a possible Bednar situation who got hit up a little bit prior to the postseason for the Yankees. But honestly, Suarez hit the one big home run. You know, he didn't really do too much besides that. But I think when he talks about a player that really stepped up that they didn't want to trade, I think a lot of talks that were linked to was a guy like Troy Melton, who they didn't want to move off of. Obviously, Job got injured this year. Troy Melton, I believe, was the name because I heard that he was connected to the Mariners not the Mariners, the Arizona Diamondbacks specifically, and they didn't want to move off of Troy Melton. In hindsight, you know, Melton is a great player, but you can't be over here taking like victory laps because, you know, Suarez didn't really step up in the postseason because he still had, I think, more RBIs than anybody on your roster down the stretch, you know, in September.
He did.
Suarez still had more RBIs than anybody on your team. I don't care if he hit 180. But realistically, I am happy that we didn't trade off Troy Melton, but it was more of those B-level trades, C-level trades that I wish we would have made for some of these guys in our organization that aren't going to have anywhere to go if they actually go out and make significant upgrades at free agency like the way they should. That's where I'm at.
They're not making any upgrades in free agency.
Did you think Torres was an upgrade?
Yeah, but they're not re-signing him.
Did you
He's
think
gone.
Flaherty was a good upgrade?
I mean, you didn't have anybody else, so it had to be. They're not going to re-sign Torres. They're not going to re-sign Finnegan. They're going to have the kids come up, and hopefully McGonigal could play second, or Colt Keith will play second, or Javi will DH, and McGonigal will play short. But if he's not starting game one, like, what are you doing, buddy? I wanted to see.
I did see reports somewhere that Finnegan is interested in re-signing with the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, Eugenio Suarez had 6 home runs and 18 RBIs in August and 7 home runs and 13 RBIs in September. So, like,
both would be better.
Sure, we didn't need that. And that's, again, that stupid fucker, Scott Harris, trying to gaslight the fans. Yeah, no, we don't need good players. Getting good players isn't a good idea. Like, what the fuck?
All right, we went through this once, and we're going to go through it again. I'm going to tell you guys, everyone thinks, you know, we're downhill from here. Everyone thinks we're dead. This is just starting rotation next year. Let me know if this is easy, Spenny, and Chris approved. Chris, I know you're a savant, so don't have to go too in detail for me, all right?
Out like that? Don't make them insecure.
All right. You guys ready? Tarek Skubal at the 1.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
Sure, I guess.
Easy. Yes.
Yes. All right.
Big-
Troy Melton.
big time.
All right, we're not going to go in order. We're just going to give the
Spray?
5.
No.
Tarek Skubal. Oh, God.
I might have just left it for the cleaning lady.
Oh, God. Tarek Skubal, Troy Melton, Casey Mize, Jack Flaherty, and Reese Olson.
So, hold on, go
Those
one
are
by
your
one like
5
you were doing.
starters.
Go one by one like you were doing.
Tarek Skubal.
Yeah.
Okay. Troy Melton. Does he look like an absolute stud?
Yeah.
Number 2 guy, I don't know, but keep going.
Casey Mize.
Yeah.
Jack Flaherty is a 4.
Okay.
Reese Olson, injury prone. Throw Montero in too if he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's a solid ass rotation, boys. Is that's a good? We had like
Yeah.
a sub-3 ERA in the
No,
playoffs.
that is a solid rotation.
Chris,
If they can make it
It's the
there.
same rotation that we had this year.
But Troy's
that
new.
was pretty damn good when they were
they're
healthy.
Gonna and they're not going to stay healthy.
The only one that got hurt out of all these guys was Olsen.
And
Well, Mize got hurt,
Mize
became
got
back.
hurt too.
Nick, all of that to me doesn't do a lot because I'm looking at a game where I saw if they could just hit the fucking ball,
Good
we're
point.
going home.
Yes.
So like
That's
I don't
what
give
Scott
a
was
fuck what
tweaking
the
out about
pitcher
today, too.
rotation looks like next
That's what
game.
Scott was tweaking out about today, too. He knew that was the biggest issue. Nick, go off.
Good shit. We got the lineup for you boys. You ready?
Okay. All right.
Now
Leading
it's
off
magic.
in center field,
Parker Meadows.
Max Clark.
Whoa!
Batting number 2, the other rookie at second base,
Second base, okay.
Kevin McGonigal.
Okay.
Hitting number 3, everybody's favorite player,
Javi Baez.
Former Boston Red Sox and Houston Astro World Series champion third baseman Alex Bregman.
That's not going to happen.
What are we doing?
Shut the... We offered this dude a massive contract. We're going back to the well, boys.
It's not going to happen.
We're going back to the well.
No fucking.
Yes,
they're not,
it will.
They're not going to pay
Hear
him
me
and
out.
then pay Skubal $500 million.
Hear me
It's not
out.
happening.
It's going to work. It's going to work. We
So
don't
if
have to
they
pay
sign
Skubal
Bregman,
till
you're
next
definitely
year.
not signing Skubal.
We don't have to sign Skubal till next year.
I know.
Or anybody else.
I know.
Anybody else. Literally, we don't have to pay any of these hitters besides Bregman. All right, number 4. Hit it in right field. Kerry Bonds after Bregman. Sound good? You guys cool with Kerry hitting 4?
Yep.
That means we move
Kerry's got to play
Torkelson.
every day next year.
How long do we have him under contract
against
for?
lefties as well.
Kerry
He can
has
clearly hit
Kerry
lefties.
has to play every day next year.
100%. And he can clearly hit lefties.
I will never speak down on Kerry Carpenter or Javier Baez ever again.
Hype. Let's go. Both of them are in this lineup. Number 5, Spencer Torkelson, first baseman. We got the lefty-righty going.
Riley Green's still not in the lineup.
Still not in yet. Number 6, take some pressure off of the two-time All-Star. Little less swing and miss, little more contact. He gets back to his roots that he had growing up in this organization when he was projected to be a 280 hitter. Riley Green hitting 6. So we got Clark, Kevin, Bregman, Kerry, Torkelson, Green. Hitting number 7, catcher of the future and catcher for now, Dylan Dingler. I thought he showed off elite stuff this year.
I like
at
it.
Times.
Yeah, I think Dylan Dingler's got to be, and that's why holding on to Lorenzo and Briseño made no sense to me because Dylan Dingler's your catcher for the next 6 years.
I agree, 100%. Plus, Scott alluded to that, so I think he completely
Absolutely, Dylan Dingler. You have 2 catching prospects that people want, and you've got your first-year starter catcher who had the best batting average and was the best defensive catcher in the league. You need 8 catchers, Scott? I can't wait to give you my lineup after you finish.
Hitting number 8. Wow, we finally have a solid 8-hitter, DH, Colt Keith. Because they're not going to take him out. You already paid him.
Yep.
And honestly, he does crush righties when he is in. It looked like he was hurt at the end of the year. Didn't show up along with his buddies, Green and Torkelson. And number 9, Mr. Detroit himself, shortstop, Javier Baez.
It's fair.
To then get back on base for guys like Clark and McGonigal that can hit him in.
I like it. You want to hear the real lineup that's going to be opening day?
All right, this will be the lineup. Clark, Kevin, Bregman, Kerry, Torkelson, Green, Dingler, Colt Keith, Javier Baez, and we're winning the fucking World Series. And I'm not coping, damn it.
Give me 1 second.
Time's
also,
up,
would you guys be
Blau.
fired up? Would you guys be fired up if that was the opening day lineup?
Yeah?
I'd be fired up.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Some would say we would get off to a hot start.
Spenny, what's your lineup?
Hitting leadoff and playing center fielder. You know him. You love him. Parker Meadows. In the 2-hole, playing right field. Kerry Carpenter. Hitting third and playing second base, Kevin McGonigal. Hitting fourth, Riley Green. Fifth, Spencer Torkelson. Sixth, Colt Keith. Seventh, and playing third base for a cheap contract and a veteran you bring in, Gio Urshela. And then you've got 8, Dylan Dingler, and 9, Javier Baez.
Please, no! No!
Nick?
Gio Urshela?
Yeah.
What? No, we are not going back. And this
You don't think they're going to do that same thing that they've done the past 2 years and sign guys that maybe can give them some runs, and if you can flip them at the deadline, congrats, like a fucking Mark Canha or a fucking Gleyber Torres?
We are past this.
We're not.
This was
That's
a
how.
quote-
That's where we are. That's who we are.
No.
That's what they're going to keep doing.
Chris, I'm sending one in right now. This was a quote from earlier, and this was AJ.
Oh, what does he say? He's going to spend when the time's right? Because that's what he said last year too.
Which we
not the time.
did bring in some guys. We brought in the wrong one for sure. Alex Cobb, shout out. No, I'm choosing. We tried to get Bregman last year. I think we win the World Series or I think we at least win the AL if we would have landed Bregman. Like, you don't go through those slumps in the postseason if you have Bregman on this team. Who are we checking out here?
Dude.
Just kidding.
That's not him.
We thought there was a.
They're not signing Bregman.
Chris, I'm sending this in right now. I apologize for the slight intro.
You should.
All right, I'll show you guys why this team will spend after the break.
Jesus Christ, Nick.
They will.
All right, what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
What did you guys do for break?
We did Caesars.
Okay, so let me tell you about Dr. Pierce. Attention sports fans, don't miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce. And now he's got concierge medicine, so no insurance, no problem. You can go to Dr. Pierce and same-day treatments that include an MRI, visit with doc, a telemedicine follow-up, and a treatment plan. You can get all of that courtesy of Michigan Sports and Spine, an MRI of Southfield.
Get ready for the ultimate sports experience. Join former University of Michigan star and NFL sensation Braylon Edwards alongside the charismatic Shep.
Braylon Edwards, touchdown Michigan!
As they break down the latest in sports like never before. Tune into the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Touchdown, Braylon Edwards!
Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m. only on the Woodward Sports Network. Don't miss out on hot topics, insider insights, and the banter that keeps you coming back for more.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Loom Cannabis. Go to loom.com and find a store near you. They've got a ton of different deals for you. You can use WSN30 to get 30% off your order. A ton of great products, including and exclusively at Loom, their buzzin' drinks, especially the new apple cider flavor, perfect for the fall months. So go check it out. Go to loom.com to find a store near you.
What up, though? Welcome back. Order the Weights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm Eazy by Spin More Action. Chris Nicholas Koloff Baseball has officially taken over the show. Get us 200 likes. Let's get the fuck out of the baseball topics because it's all depressing. Like, I'm watching Nick just like, I don't even have the words for it. Just like, you're delusional.
Yeah,
right now.
he's having like manic episodes.
I love you. You're losing your mind.
Brian Branch is appealing his one-game suspension.
Let's
Brian Branch is appealing his one-game suspension.
BB, baby.
I mean,
how do we feel about that?
You fucking did it, bud.
Yeah.
I mean, you always appeal. You do. Maybe you get some of the fine knocked off or get some of the money back or whatever, but they're not going to – he's going to get suspended.
But that means he would be eligible for this game, right?
That appeal most likely will be decided this week.
Yeah. And it's a Monday night game. Maybe if we were playing like Thursday, but no. It's – what if they give him 2 games? They appeal it, come back. Yeah, actually it's worse than we thought. Here's 2 – he'll go 2 more for you.
That would actually suck.
Can they do that?
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think appeals can only be less.
All right, Nick, you said you're convinced us that this is going to happen. They're going to spend some money.
Yeah, baby. You know we're trying to. I mean, this was such a depressing weekend. Obviously, shout out everybody that tuned into our streams. We ended up doing over like 120,000 live viewers this weekend between baseball, college football, all of the Lions yesterday. So shout out Woodward Sports Nation for truly coming up big for us. And, obviously you guys watched 3 losses with us. It was depressing.
Fuck.
It was sad.
You have to say it like that.
ALDS, heartbreaker. Michigan football, dagger to the heart. Lions ripped it out. Chiefs ate it. All right, Chris, we got the screenshot there. This is a quote from the press conference from AJ Hinch. Said we're not going to buy from AJ Hinch here.
Take 2.
Take 2. We're not going to be naive and think we can just run it back and do this again, said AJ Hinch. My speculation is that they will absolutely be upgrading this offseason as they should. Right now, they currently have $62 million in payroll tied up for 2026. It would take them $100 million to get into that 10 spot in baseball, which you're obviously looking at Mets, Dodgers in front of you, San Diego, Atlanta, Toronto, Boston, Philly, New York, and Chicago Cubs. I'm not asking you to be that, but can you be the tier right below that? Can you be the tier that's not, the crazy spending, but can you spend $100 million to just crack that top 10? I think you can. And that's not asking too much of an organization and a multi-billion-dollar owner. It is not asking too much. And I think Alex Bregman's certainly still on the table. And I gave you guys the roster already, and I think this team is more dangerous than this year's, if that's what they end up doing, going with the 2 top 10 prospects at center field and second base, and Max Clark and Kevin McGonigal, signing Alex Bregman. You're probably bringing in another bat here and some more arms to help fill out the bullpen, but Skubal, Melton, Mize, Flaherty, and Reese Olson sounds like a pretty badass pitching rotation to me. I'm trying to be positive here, guys. I spent way too much this weekend being negative and sulking in my thoughts, so I'm trying to find light at the end of the tunnel for not just myself, but for you guys as well, to not think this organization is absolutely cooked because they lost in Game 5 of the ALDS in 15 innings because you couldn't hit a goddamn pitch.
If the Tigers are top 10 in payroll next year, I'll kiss you on the lips.
That's crazy.
How about no?
It's not gonna happen, dude. Like, what evidence?
How about what if it's 16?
Who would they be ahead of? One spot ahead of him, one spot
So
below.
if they spend $40 million, they go up to the 16th ranked payroll, behind Arizona, in front of Seattle.
Behind Arizona, in front of Seattle. So I don't know if that's a good spot to be in. You don't really know what you're gonna get. Seattle's got the 17th highest payroll.
15th. Seattle's 16th. So you would be
we're
getting
one
in front
spot.
of Seattle.
Okay, yeah.
And that's spending $40 million. That's what it took to get Alex Bregman.
This is the opposite of microwave freezer neck, says DNC ENT.
DNC just loves to hate because he's a soulless mother effer with no positivity. Shout out DNC.
I mean,
he's been on my ass all day.
What are we supposed to
doing?
be positive
Happy
about?
Monday to you, DNC. Jesus Christ.
Lay
off, bud. Take a chill pill, buddy.
It's just
Jesus,
unfortunate.
What did I do to you? Fucking asshole.
Dude,
Go fucking smash the parlay, bud.
Listen, man, I hope so, but like, the $15 million that we'll spend to get up there will be on a pitcher that won't pitch an inning for us. Are we gonna retread Alex Cobb? Maybe next year he can get
dude,
throw a contract back at Kenta Maeda, bring him back in here. I mean, dude, it's just.
Honolulu Blue has a good question, Spencer. Is it tongue like Mahomes and the ref?
Yeah, Mahomes and the ref is more than tongues. They're just straight up ass fucking each other. All right, let's go to break on that one. Let me tell you about Sharon's. Family owned and operated since 1981.
Easy was just
They
23.
saw the Tigers win a World Series. I haven't seen that, but Sharon's did. They were here. And listen, it's getting cold. If you're a DTE customer, you get a free furnace tune-up, and Sharon's will do it for you. Go to sharonsheating.com. Like I said, family owned and operated since 1981. They're not messing around. They've done great business for that long. You know they're a good company. Go check them out. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Ever wonder what goes on inside the game?
Deep ball's got a man and got him. Touchdown, Braylon Edwards.
Join Braylon Edwards and Shep.
Edwards has it. 10-5, touchdown.
On the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep.
Ball looks in zone. Got it. Edwards for the touchdown.
Where they dive deep into the heart of sports. Weekdays from 2 to 4 p.m., they're bringing you expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and a fresh perspective on the sports you love. Don't miss it, only on the Woodward Sports Network.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
So, Sundays in Detroit just got smoother with Sun Cruiser Vodka, Iced Tea, and Woodward Sports Network. 100 calories, 4.5% alcohol. Perfect for tailgates, couch gates, or wherever you're watching Detroit football. You guys were watching this weekend. We had the biggest games in the world. What were we drinking? We were drinking Sun Cruisers. It's the best drink in the game right now. It's not even a close. Drink Sun Cruiser ASAP. We all swear by it right here at Woodward Sports. Make sure you guys go check them out and let us know how they are.
Weezy D313 says we're getting James Woods and Mackenzie Gore for that bum Scooble. So there we go. We'll have James Woods to act as a third baseman. James Wood. I would love James Wood, but they're not giving him up.
And it's like, yeah, I would love James Wood and Mackenzie Gore, but that is more of a realistic return. If anybody's trying to send me more prospects, I want you to get on a fucking rocket ship and get sent to Mars. I was not ready to crash out. I crashed out enough this weekend. I'm not even crashing out.
Here's one for you.
I'm thinking positive.
Here's one for you, Nick. DNC ENT.
Nope.
Your boy.
Muting. I'm taking off the headphones.
Mailbag. James Franklin to MSU and Urban Meyer to Michigan. Are we back?
I would take that in a heartbeat.
I would hang myself if James Franklin was hired as Michigan State's next coach. I would hate it.
You wouldn't kill for 9 wins a year?
No. I hate James Franklin so much.
That you wouldn't take 9 wins a year?
No.
I feel like cost? Yeah, what cost?
No.
Chris?
No.
Chris?
No.
James Franklin? No? You don't like 9 wins a year in college football?
No.
Potential to win a Big Ten? College football playoff appearances?
We can get that another way. We'll find another way.
Yeah, that never result in anything because he can't win big games ever and he chokes at any given opportunity. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Exactly.
Mailbag. Get your mailbags
you
in
got
the
any
chat.
thoughts yet?
Who's what?
Next guy? Are they going to fire Jonathan Smith?
I'm not watching Michigan State football until he's fired. I'm not going to watch another minute until they get rid of him.
Can't believe we both got pummeled by fucking little Cali schools.
I didn't watch. Knew they were going to lose. Didn't watch a second of it. I was having a great Saturday. Coonan, Oktoberfest. Fucking around with a baddie. It was a good time.
My balls was hot.
Didn't even know they lost until somebody in the bar came up to me and said, "You see that MSU score?"
Oh,
Nope.
my neck, my back.
No. No thanks.
I'm back,
What
bitches!
What about Sharon? How you feeling about Sharon?
I thought we went into that game ill-prepared to take on Lincoln Riley when his back was against the wall at USC. And I think you can't be ill-prepared when you're going up against one of the brighter offensive minds in college football still to this day. Like, USC was supposed to not even have a defense. They were the aggressor. You are not prepared at all to go into the Coliseum and compete with USC. And to be honest, they had a couple big turnovers in the red zone. That could have been a 45-13 game.
Yeah.
You know, so I think Sharon Moore needs to, get his shit together. Honestly, I think he needs to run Bryce Underwood more earlier to open things up for Bryce Underwood in the passing game. I thought he did a horrible job kind of easing things in for Bryce. I mean, yeah, I thought it was a terrible performance, and you lost your superstar running back. So could be in trouble.
Yeah, how bad is his injury?
I haven't heard anything
I was watching
yet,
the
but
Michigan game a little bit.
He got banged up and didn't come back. So we're going to be doing it again this Saturday. So if we lose to Washington, you'll see Justin and I going probably pretty fucking crazy this Saturday.
KJ with the mailbag, he says, if the Mariners go on to win the World Series, would that playoff Game 5 hurt more than either of the Lions' playoff losses?
No.
You had a chance to go to the Super Bowl, and you had a 20-point lead.
I think, yeah, that loss hurt me more than the Commander loss.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
You were
Not
a
even
half
close.
away from going to the Super Bowl, and you choked. Danny G says, mailbag, if the Tigers are top 10 in payroll next season, I will come to the studio and bring Nick a crisp $100 bill. There you go. Mailbag from Michigander. John Harbaugh is about to be fired. What if John Harbaugh is the next Michigan head coach? Thoughts? John Harbaugh's not getting fired.
He's not
I
going to
would love Johnny Harbaugh. Come on, bring him in now. Bring him in.
Steve O'Baby, mailbag. Spencer, Red Wings beat Maple Leafs again. And Nick, watching the Tigers game Friday made me want to cry and rage. Yeah, shout out to the Red Wings for back-to-back wins against Toronto. They were getting a little bit bullied in this one. Lucas Raymond left with an injury, but it didn't look too bad. Maybe just a shoulder or something. But Appleton with the game-winning goal, and Cam Talbot back-to-back wins. So shout out to him.
Still early in the season, too, for Lucas. So.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Nick, how bad was it for Saturday? Were you crashing out bad?
Yes, dude. I didn't want to. I was here for 6 hours on a stream where it was literally so. The highs were so high. We're getting guys on base again. Every single inning. Let's go. Or some of the innings we were going 1, 2, 3. Don't get me wrong. But, we got guys on second and third. Bases loaded. And then it's, oh, shit. They get a chance. They score a run. It was literally the most up and down game.
G beat.
That was insane to be a part of. Literally, it was the craziest thing I've ever done. And the people to witness that side, literally the ups and downs of fucking going through that. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was fun, but it was.
What time did you go to bed on Friday?
3:45.
Me too.
That guy up north says, mailbag, pick your next Michigan head coach, Saban or Belichick. Obviously be Saban. I mean, if anybody, it's Saban. Not Saban.
Saban.
I got to be honest.
It's not even close.
The game is probably for sure Saban. But
Definitely
the game, in a way, has passed both of them.
Both of them by.
Because Saban played before everyone was paid, and Bill just never played.
You think I want Belichick's chick running my organization?
Hell yeah, you
Weezy
do,
D313 said he was quiet when Suarez was striking out every play. Well, good thing he's in the ALCS. And we're not.
He still hit one off you.
Yeah. Sure loved that 2, 3, 4, 5 output from the Tigers. I don't know what.
Also, think about how many situations we had runners in scoring position and did nothing with it. Like Eugenio is one of those guys that could do something with it.
Tyler fucking Holton? Kyle Finnegan?
Oops. Yeah.
Are you the one that clipped
Yeah,
that?
that was funny as fuck. I have an honest question though, real quick, and I'm not like as baseball, I guess, savant as you guys. Why wasn't Montero the guy in that situation? A righty lineup, a righty guy did well for you in that series. Saw those guys. Why Finnegan?
Skubal should have been the guy.
Yeah, it was Skubal in my eyes.
But if not Skubal, why not Montero? Why?
Finnegan was his guy since he came over, and he was so shut down before his injury. But I don't know. He obviously didn't have control when he walked that guy. It was depressing. I don't want to think of the game. I'm not sure why Easy. I didn't agree with a lot of those moves.
Is that like an illogical thought?
Like Kiter Montero or Rafi?
Yeah, Kiter Montero.
Okay. I don't know because he's never been in those situations until
just for the eighth.
Just thrown into them recently, maybe, compared to guys that have done it notoriously throughout their careers.
Okay, Spinny. Is that an illogical thought of mine?
No, it's not.
All right, just making sure.
They just went with the guy that's got more experience.
Yeah, it was whack.
Well, that'll do it for us today. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Make sure you
sad.
smash that like button for Glizzy Boy, for Nick, for Chris. I am Spencer with the Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.